And so I wanted to look at making another video for, to me, one of the best parts about creating an email report in Python to schedule it in the task scheduler. So you have these sending out in the mornings when you need to automatically. So in the last video, we made a Python script that triggers this SQL query and then puts it into an email and then adds a table to the body of the email and also tells you how many records there are. We also have a condition where we didn't get any records, and we'll explore that in another video. But for now, we're going to go through how to add this to a task scheduler. So what I mean by that is right now our report is manual. So if I come here and do Control F5 and run this script, run this Python program, it's going to email us, right? It's going to use Outlook to email us. And what I want to do is set it up on a scheduler so it does it automatically. So just to review, let me show you what we're doing here again. Let me delete this email and show you from what we were working on in the last video where this is going to, this file, this program is going to run this SQL script and then give us the output. We see email sent successfully, which is perfect. It does take maybe like 10 or 15 seconds to go through. So in the meantime, I want to show you something else. This is Task Scheduler, and I'm going to delete this since I want to set it up from scratch. But Task Scheduler is a Windows program, and to me, it's the perfect pairing to your Python auto reports because it sets it up on a set it and forget it job where you can come in the morning and then have all these reports that are emailed out. You know, maybe you need to wait until 7 a.m. when certain processes run. So you set it at 7:30 or maybe 8 a.m. to give it time for these processes to load data, these tables to be populated so you can actually query it with good daily data. So you can see from here, our email was sent successfully. So let's go ahead and set it up on that task scheduler. So because I already know that this works, this Python script in Visual Code, I'm going to go ahead and close this. And then I'm going to open up Task Scheduler. And you should have this with a PC. I can see here are my jobs. And I'm going to create a new task. And we're going to call this one Auto Report Active Records. So for me, naming convention, I like to put auto report and then the name of the newest report that I'm setting up. You can add a description if you want, up to you. I'm going to have it run only when I'm logged in. And then the actions, I'm going to set up a new action. I'm going to point it to Python, my .exe file. And if you don't know how to get there or where your Python program is stored, you can go to command prompt and you can type in where Python, and that'll give you the location of your executable file. For me, I'm going to use Python 3.12 for this program. So we got that there. That's the programmer script. I'm going to add in the arguments, which is the file name. I'm going to include the py and then start in. This is optional, but I just do it. I like having it see where exactly the file is stored. I'm going to add my backslash and click OK. Triggers, you can do this daily. You can have it one time, you can have it weekly. Daily, you know, is where I'm going to find this the most useful, to maybe just every weekday, where it runs at a certain time. And we can just set this up to show you what it looks like when it's on a daily scheduler or some kind of scheduler or some kind of recurring schedule, I should say. So we got our action. We're telling it which Python program we want it to run. We got our trigger. We got our name. So let's go ahead and click OK. And this should run at the time that you set it for. For me, I have it set at AM, so it's not going to run right now. But I'm going to just run it automatically, or not automatically. I'm going to manually run it. That way we can see it work. So right now, no emails in the inbox, and we just set it to run. It looks like the status, it is running right now. And it shows me the next run time. So it's going to run tomorrow at 7:38 a.m. And it does take a few seconds. We'll probably get a pop-up notification saying that the email ran. But you can imagine how useful this is. This is when you have multiple reports, right? And you have maybe 10 different things that you need your team to look at. And instead of having everybody run SQL scripts on their own, maybe you have this set up to email your whole team, right? So now everybody sees this email, and maybe you have a primary person who's responsible for working this report, and then you have your backup. So when somebody goes on vacation, you have your backup. All of us see this email. We can all jump on it if we need to, or maybe we can say, "Hey, I didn't see anybody respond to this email. Does anyone know if it was worked?" Right. So that's how you set up a Python script in the task scheduler that's connected to a SQL Server script query, so you can pull the data into Outlook and have it sent automatically. So I hope you found this useful. If you have, give me a like, subscribe. Hoping to make more of these videos kind of to show what I found most useful. So thanks everybody.